Good morning and good day. Happy to be here. And I'll begin with a little saying, and Buddhist saying that I'll repeat later, that if you want to be wise, cultivate tranquility. If you want to be wise, be calm. There's something about tranquility and calm that create the room or the ideal conditions for creativity, intelligence, understanding, intuition, all the kind of sources from which we wisdom, connected to wisdom. So there's a very, very strong wind outside here for Redwood City, so we'll see how it unfolds today. So now you see the whole show here. What goes on here? So let's see. There you see the little studio we have. And let's see if I can get it lined up here. Oh, I see what's happening. I'm looking at the wrong thing here, so that there's a delay, 15-second delay. So let's see if we can get it in now. So I think that'll do. Every Tuesday morning I need to adjust the camera, and so this morning I didn't quite get it. So that was maybe interesting for you to see what the studio looks like. It used to be our meditation hall, and now we have these two umbrella lights and a picnic table from my office and different things. So So one of the emphases this morning is a piece of Buddhist wisdom that if you want to be wise, cultivate tranquility. If you want wisdom, relax. And the relaxation and calm and tranquility, which is such an important part of meditation practice, is not at the expense of our alertness, not at the expense of a certain kind of clarity of energy. And so we're looking for a balance of being a certain kind of energy and alertness and a certain kind of deep relaxation. And we ride that edge back and forth, and so we kind of fall sometimes more on one side and more the other. And one of the reasons in anapanasati, this mindfulness of breathing practice, we focus on being aware of the whole body, is that the more we're aware of the body, the more we can relax the body, the more we can discover the tranquility of the body. And one of the principles is that tranquility supports tranquility. Relaxation supports relaxation. And the more you have access to the capacity for relaxation in the body, the more you can settle and develop even more tranquility. So we'll talk more about that, but for now, assuming a meditation posture. And the emphasis on this meditation will be on relaxation, or calming the body, tranquility. And if you can gently close your eyes and take a few moments to feel your body, whatever global experience you have of your body, and to Maybe make small adjustments in your posture. Maybe adjust how your hands are so that it allows for the elbows and the shoulders to relax a bit. You're not being pulled forward by your hands. And then taking a few long, slow, deep breaths. As you exhale, relaxing and settling into your body. And taking one more deep inhale, and when you exhale, full exhale, hold your breath at the end of the exhale. Pause. Don't breathe in. And feel your global body. Not to the point of being challenged, but for a few times now, the end of the exhale, hold your breath, and as the body is not breathing, feel the body. And maybe in feeling it, you can relax deeper. And breathing normally a little bit, again. Just breathing, and as you exhale, continue this process of softening and relaxing, releasing. And with a normal breath, you might also try pausing before you exhale. And just using that pause to once again feel your body. Have an intimacy in exploring the tensions, the holdings, the softness, the openness of your body. Don't pause too long, but just pause a little bit so that you are more attuned and interested in your body, your bodily experience. And then bringing your attention, or letting your breathing return to normal, and without any intentional pause, and bringing the attention to the top of your head, the crown of your head, and feeling whatever sensations are there. And maybe there's no sensations, and just hold the attention, the area of your scalp. And as you exhale, relax or soften that area. Even if that softening is just softening the space or the awareness around it. Bring your attention to your forehead And feeling your forehead as you inhale. And on the exhale, softening, relaxing the forehead. On the inhale, feeling the area around your eyes. And the exhale, softening around the eyes. On the inhale, feeling your nose and cheeks. On the exhale, softening, relaxing. On the inhale, feeling your jaws. Then the exhale, relaxing the jaws. Maybe letting the teeth fall slightly apart, maybe still touching but not clenching. On the inhale, feeling your neck and your shoulders. In the exhale, relaxing, softening the shoulders. On the inhale, feeling your shoulder blade area, top of the spine. Exhaling, relaxing. On the inhale, feeling the arms and elbows and hands. Exhaling, relaxing. On the inhale, feeling the chest. On the exhale, releasing the chest. On the inhale, feeling the diaphragm area, the solar plexus. Exhaling, softening, relaxing. Inhaling and feeling the belly. Exhaling, relaxing the belly. Inhaling and feeling the small of the back. Exhaling, relaxing the small of the back. Inhaling and feeling the hips, the hip joints. Exhaling, relaxing. Releasing. Inhaling and feeling the upper legs. Exhaling, softening the legs. Inhaling and feeling the knees and the lower legs. Exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling and feeling the feet. Exhaling, softening the feet. And then inhaling and feeling the thinking mind. Maybe inside your skull, behind the forehead, between the ears. And as you exhale, soften and relax the thinking mind, the energy of thinking. And then feeling your body globally. Is there any ways in which, in a global way, you're braced against life, holding yourself back, agitated? Feeling that as you inhale, and softening the whole body as you exhale, releasing. As you exhale, no need to hold yourself together. It's okay to let go. And so feeling now your body, feeling whatever tranquility or calm there might be, even if you are agitated or tense. Notice what calm or tranquility there might be. And as you exhale, see if you can relax with that calm, to spread it, to expand it through the body. And now sitting in this body of yours, within the body as part of the body, settle in with your breathing, feeling maybe whatever way is easy for you to feel breath, breathing, maybe the whole breath body. Feeling the breathing. Breathing occurring in the context of calm and quiet stillness of the body. A contentment just to be here, breathing. letting go of your thoughts so you can better feel and sense your body. Relaxing the tensions of the body. Relaxing as you exhale. And feeling the calm body as you breathe in. And then coming to the end of this sitting, appreciating whatever calm or relaxation you have, or remembering a time that you were calm or relaxed. And perhaps you can understand or see how being relaxed and calm can allow you to be more caring and loving, more compassionate, considerate of others, more available to be present and to listen to others. Take them in. And to sit here for a few moments to take in the people of your life. Family, friends, neighbors, people in your community, the mail carriers and trash collectors, storekeepers, and see if in your calm state you can gaze upon them kindly. There can be a generosity of spirit, generosity of heart. For your fellow travelers in this life, in this shared life that we have with others. And to end this sitting with the hope, the aspiration that whatever goodness that's come from this meditation, that it be shared with others. That whatever goodness has come from this practice, we don't keep it for ourselves, but we enact it for the welfare and happiness of others. May it be that this practice we're doing today will benefit people wide and far, near and far. May all beings be deeply peaceful and settled and feeling safe. May all beings be happy and joyful, contented, delighted. May all beings be free, liberated from oppression, subjugation, tensions and obligations that are burdens. May all beings be free, happy and safe. And may we live our lives in small ways and big ways to support that to happen. So, to talk a little bit about the fourth step of Anapanasati, fourth step of mindfulness of breathing. And this is breathing in. One trains oneself to relax the whole body, to calm the whole body. Well, actually, it doesn't say whole body, it says relax the bodily formations. Breathing out, one relaxes the bodily formations. And I talked a little bit about this yesterday. The bodily formations is the constructs, the activities, the tensions in the holding patterns in the body that are the product of what we're doing with our minds, our attitudes, our thoughts, our reactions. We might also consider the product of the emotions that we're living by, fear and anger and all kinds of emotions, joy. They all have an impact. They all are manifested in our body. And if we hold on to any of this, if we cling to anything at all, or resist, hold at bay, that often gets translated into our body in tensions in our muscles. And that can be micro tensions and they can be major tensions. And as we let up the holding, the tension, the resistance, the grasping, preoccupation with these thoughts and feelings and emotions, then the correlating tensions in the body begins to relax as well. And this generally happens on its own, the more we sit and focus. In fact, sometimes we can relax more deeply if we don't try to relax. Many times in meditation I felt there's some tension in my body, and I've actively tried to relax it to no avail. And then I just give myself over to just being focused on breathing and put aside any concern with attention. And the concentration begins to kick in, and that part of my body, lo and behold, will relax. And that's partly because with concentration on breathing, the mental energy is no longer going into clinging to something, holding on to something. It's just going into breathing, which is more neutral that way, or it doesn't have so much clinging involved. And so the energy goes away from the clinging, the grasping in the mind. And so then, as the grasping in the mind quiets down, then the body relaxes as well. And so that tends to happen. But in this wonderful step 4 of Anapanasati, the instructions from the Buddha is that to spend some time relaxing the bodily formations, tranquilizing, making tranquil, bringing tranquility into our system. And it took me a while to appreciate this because I started in Zen practice and also the way that I was taught Vipassana practice. Both of them had a similarity in that we were not supposed to be too actively involved in changing or doing something to our experience. We were mostly just supposed to just be present for our experience as it is. And any attempt to try to do something was considered extra, and maybe even a symptom of greed or attachment itself. And but so it took a while for me to learn that it's also okay to spend some time relaxing the body, softening the body, if you feel the tension there, and that this is what the instructions from these are the instructions from the Buddha, to actually take some agency in relaxing when we can. And now it can be overdone, and some people think that's the be-all and end-all of meditation. It just keeps relaxing and relaxing, relaxing. Relaxation can be overdone and can be detrimental to really developing the strong sense of mindfulness and concentration that we want. But and so we don't want to focus on it and be in a hurry and be demanding and expect right away to get the benefits of deep relaxation. But and that's why the first 3 steps of Anapanasati do not have any instructions to do any relaxation at all. It's just simply to notice what's there and be present for what's there, experience what's there. And that's a really, really powerful thing to do. And the fact that it's the first few steps doesn't mean that it's, grade school meditation. It's actually, generally most meditators will spend a lot of time with the first few steps, first 2 or 3 steps. And maybe in the course of my career of meditating, I probably spend more time on the first 2 or 3 steps than I've had the other 14 steps, 15, 14, 15, 16 steps as I have. The first 3 steps, I'm trying to say it again a little bit jumbled here in my head. So the first 3 steps, I've probably done those as much as I've done all the rest of the steps together. And so they did spending a lot of time there with really feeling, experiencing the body, experiencing the breathing. And then, when it's well experienced, well recognized, then it makes sense to relax. It makes sense to relax and let go of something that's really well understood. And so we relax and let go to the degree in which it's easy. We don't try to force the issue. Don't be upset if you can't. But if it's available, relax. And one thing you can do is this guided body scan that I taught in the meditation just now, where you systematically scan from the top of your head all the way through the body, feeling a different part of the body as you inhale, and as you exhale, relaxing, softening, tranquilizing that part of the body. And be very content with even the micro relaxations. It doesn't have to be much. And just go through it. And that scan also is a concentration practice. It's also a mindfulness practice. So we're getting a lot of benefits from kind of going through this. And so there are times when it's nice to do a body scan, especially if you sit for longer periods of time, to begin with that, to really feel and sense what's here, and then maybe to relax more deeply. At some point you have to be content that for now you're not going to relax any more than you are. And so just kind of settle in, and part of mindfulness practice is to learn to be accepting of tensions that doesn't go away, and just be willing to feel uncomfortable in parts of our body and practice with that, and not try to make everything a project, not try to work and expect to work and get rid of every little discomfort that happens. It's phenomenally important in mindfulness practice to learn to be present in an accepting and non-conflictive way with tension, with discomfort, with everything that happens. And if we constantly think we have to change and fix, we're going to shortchange ourselves from the power of the meditation. But from time to time, it's appropriate to relax, and to relax deeply and more deeply. And sometimes the edge of relaxation, the kind of time to really focus on relaxing, is not just because you would like to, it feels good to relax, but rather because you're so aware of your body, so present for it from doing the first 3 steps, that you can feel that you're on the edge between tension and relaxation. That there's almost like you're on the tipping point, like you can feel or sense, or just beyond the tension, there's a possibility of relaxing. And if you just feel tension with no being on the edge of the potential for relaxing, maybe you don't bother trying relaxing. Maybe then you're trying too much what can't be done. But to take time to feel yourself on that edge. Don't be in a hurry to relax. And then see what happens, and then relax. And I think that there's a biological feeling inside of the whole biological system wanting to relax, wanting to release. Partly because tension, the holding patterns, takes a lot of work and it's tiring. And sooner or later you'll feel like you just want to take a rest and relax and stop all that work of tension. So to feel that yearning, feel that longing, feel that possibility for relaxation is one way to be wise about relaxation, so that you don't overdo it. And then, so the Buddha said that the nourishment for tranquility is tranquility. In other words, what supports further relaxation is relaxation itself. So, when you relax, to feel and sense and experience the tranquility that might be there, the calmness might be there. Appreciate that, value that. If you think there's more important things to do than to value and be present for the calm that's there, then you'll miss the ways in which the calm nourishes and supports more contentment, more tranquility, more serenity. So, to begin appreciating tranquility, calmness, serenity, relaxation. And it's a little bit of a foretaste of the deeper release and letting go that happens as we go along these 16 steps. And so you might, over these next day, become a student of calm, become a student of tranquility. Notice the small ways, big ways that it's available to you. And you might also, if there's something you can do, like go sit in some place in nature or sit in a nice chair and have tea, that why don't you go and try to see if you can tap into more tranquility, more serenity, more calm over this next day. And don't be so quick to succumb to agitation, to doing and activity that just keeps the mind spinning. And see what you can learn from serenity, peace, tranquility. And as I said, one of the slogans of Buddhism is that if you want to be wise, cultivate tranquility first. So thank you, and I look forward to continuing tomorrow.